From Studio 119A in New York, it's The Day Show with Mr. Silva. Today, Mr. Silva welcomes Miss Flockhart, and that's pretty much it for now. Now, here's your host, Mr. Silva.
We're back. All right. Welcome to The Day Show. I'm your host. Oh, please. Oh, come on. Please, folks. Too much. Welcome to The Day Show. I'm your host, Mr. Silva. We've got a great show for you today. Joining me in studio is my sidekick, Gabby Benioun. Give a round of applause for Gabby Benioun. How you doing, Gabby?
I'm great, Mr. Silva. How are you doing?
All right. So what happened this weekend? I understand there was some sort of like fun shindig that went down here at the high school.
This shindig was called You Can't Take It With You. It was a play about a zany family who experiences some zany stuff.
Okay, and what was your participation in that? What did you do?
I was the photographer, and I sold concessions, many of them.
Did like a lot of people show up to this thing? Was it a successful event?
I think it was pretty successful, although, you know, crowds Thursday night usually aren't the biggest. It was quite the success, and I, myself, have to say, I enjoyed it a lot. It was actually very funny.
All right, cool. Now this weekend, or this week rather, is Thanksgiving. You have any plans for the holiday?
I'm going to my sister's house in Pennsylvania.
Ah, okay, so you'll be one of the people clogging up the highways getting over the bridge.
Yes, sir, that will be me.
All right, very good. Yeah.
Me too.
Good stuff. All right, so we have a lot of things to be grateful for this year, like the fact that we were able to get our show off the ground. That's pretty exciting stuff. Sure. Another thing to be grateful for is our own, Jericho's own, Rachel Yang, right? Rachel, one of our students here at Jericho, recently won a state diving title, finishing #1. Yeah, give her a round of applause. It's the first time in 30 years that a Nassau County female diver has won the title. So we'll be having Rachel on the show in the next couple of days, maybe once we get back after the Thanksgiving break. So some good stuff happening here at Jericho, and these are the things that we want to talk about here on the Day Show. So again, folks at home, if you've got any good news and things you want to share, please get in touch, and we'd love to have you on the show and share all the great things that are happening here in Jericho High School. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be joined by my guest, Miss Flockhart, so don't go away.
Here is Ethan, a Jericho High School student. He finds his AP lunch class in the cafeteria too noisy. He finds the library too quiet. He stumbles upon Cafe 126. He finds it just right. Not too noisy, not too quiet. He can engage with other students, and it brightens his day.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Okay, with Thanksgiving right around the corner, here at the Day Show, we just wanted to take a minute to reflect and give thanks.
Mr. Silva, do I have the proposition for you? So as we all know, this Thanksgiving, many families across the nation...
What is happening? What are you doing? We are trying to film a show, Nick.
Shh. Many families across the nation are going to be celebrating Thanksgiving dinner. And as we all know, no Thanksgiving dinner is complete without a jar of Mrs. Renfro's salsa.
What is going on? Nick, you said you were going to make a video for the
I am.
show. You didn't make the video, and now you barge onto the set.
As we all know, Mrs. Renfro's salsa has been a part of Thanksgiving history for the last 3 decades. It's a time-honored tradition to come home and carve a Mrs. Renfro's salsa peach glazed turkey with your family and share all your favorite flavors of Mrs. Renfro's salsa.
Okay.
Mrs. Renfro.
I this was a gag from the other part of the show from before they're in the end times. But we're
This
past
year,
that.
I'm thankful for all the many unique flavors that Mrs. Renfro's salsa has to offer. My personal favorite favorite is peach habanero salsa, but they also have a variety of unique flavors, such as mango, pineapple, mango habanero salsa, pineapple habanero salsa, pineapple mango habanero salsa, mango pineapple habanero salsa, pineapple habanero mango salsa.
Okay, Nick, this is going on too long. We're gonna have to start over.
Mr. Silva, this is part of the show. We're sponsored by Mrs. Renfro.
We are not sponsored by Mrs. Renfro. That is a joke.
Mr. Silva, we are sponsored.
It's not a real thing.
Mr. Silva, we're sponsored. We got a sponsorship.
What is this? Give me this. There's a check for $25,000 in here.
Sure is.
That's a lot of money.
That's quite a lot.
That's a lot of money for a sponsorship. Give me that hat. Thanksgiving means different things to different people. To me, it means coming home to my family, enjoying a meal with Mrs. Renfro Salsa. To give thanks to their local customers, Mrs. Renfro Habanero Salsa is now offering 15% off on all licensed Renfro Salsa merchandise for a limited time only. And while you're at it, be sure to try our newest flavor, blackberry, serrano, and chipotle corn salsa. Mrs. Renfro, so many ways to salsa. All right, Nick. Yeah. Well, thank you. All right. Well, my guest today is a social studies teacher here at Jericho High School. She's a two-time winner of the Most Spirited Teacher Award here at Jericho and is also a 7-time triathlete. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Flockhart. Hey! Oh, thank you so much for coming. Nobody can hear you yet because you don't have a microphone on. So we'll give you a second there to get the microphone on. But wow, look at this. Look at this, it's happening.
This is my debut. Thank you for having me.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming to the show. So how's it going? How's your year going so far?
The year is good. I think that in the last couple of years we've gone through a lot of difficult times, but right now I feel like school is back the way it was.
Does feel like it's kind of back, right?
Yeah, it's kind of back. Yeah. Noticing that for today, the day before break, usual, lots of bake sales going on.
Bake sales. Any tests? Any tests going on? No.
No.
I have a test today.
Test, yeah.
The test.
Yeah, perhaps after the Thanksgiving break, yeah.
So what are your plans for the break? Anything?
Well, my son, who is away as a freshman in college, is coming home. So he's been away since
college.
Yay college! So we're going to spend time as a family together. So it'll be really nice.
All right, very good, very good. So I understand you brought a clip today. Yeah,
I did. I wanted to show everyone what I do every day. If you haven't been in my class, which some of you have.
And as you know, when on these types of shows, when a guest comes on, they bring a clip. So we were so kind to bring a clip. So we're going to show a clip. You want to cue that up?
Using those principles, you're going to also have time over Thanksgiving to work on them if you wanted to maybe kind of like bling them up or do a little bit extra, you can. Or if you'd like somebody in your home to create a name tag as well. And that will add an extra point to your assignment if you do that. Question, did you straighten your hair? I did straighten my hair.
What a great job.
And I think that's the class that is being covered right now, which is great,
So, but what do you think of our digs here?
I actually am flattered that I'm here. I think I'm one of your biggest fans. I know your mom is one as well.
Yeah, so number one, and then I think it's my mom, then my wife, my cousin Olivia, my niece, and my cousin George. He's a big fan down in Florida. Shout out to George down in Florida. And then maybe my fifth biggest fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I would actually say that my sister is above her, and Mr. Golden.
Oh yeah, Mr. Golden. Yeah.
So some people are actually watching this. Yeah. It's not just robots boosting.
So maybe like 12 or 13. We're up there.
You're up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
I'm a very big fan of Mrs. Renfro.
Hopefully, I'm helping to spread Renfro cheer around the world. Have you ever had Mrs. Renfro habanero salsa?
And I have seen your commercials, but I have never had it before. But perhaps I'll bring it to Thanksgiving this year.
The thing is, do you like spicy stuff?
I do like spicy foods. I do, but I'm not going to put it on my turkey as I am a pescatarian. So perhaps maybe next.
I didn't realize that.
Fun facts about Flockhart. I got all day. I can add more.
All right.
Fun fact about Miss Flockhart, though, we have in common. We both have 1 out of 2 ACLs.
I'm not completely myself anymore.
That's worthy of some applause. Sure. Yeah. All right.
Cornet
I'll
seal
be
game,
honest,
of course.
I wouldn't be putting any Renfro product on any turkey I'd be making or fish or anything like that. But
More like a salsa chip kind of thing?
yeah, exactly. More of a
Yeah.
salsa chip sort of thing. But I will say, in all seriousness, if you like spicy, Mrs. Renfro habanero salsa. I've said it before, not the mango habanero salsa. You see, the sugar cuts off a little bit of the bite. So you wanna just get the regular habanero salsa, and it's fire. It's awesome. It's really, really good. So that's my plug for the
Good to
Renfro
know.
salsa. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming.
And thank
Really,
you for
really
having
appreciate
me.
it.
And you know what? These students are so lucky to have you, so fortunate.
That's very kind. I don't think any of them
Yeah.
agree. I don't think any of them would agree. As you can see, just
I
one
feel like,
person. Yeah.
And I wish you a great Thanksgiving and everyone else, and all be well.
Hopefully, again, as I've mentioned, and I'm being really sincere here. I am very, very grateful for a lot of things this year. One of the things that I am most grateful for, I really do mean this, is the opportunity to put on this show and to try to work with these students to put on a show that's hopefully engaging, entertaining, sort of silly. And as time goes on, one of the goals with this program is to really showcase the fine things that are going on in this community.
And there's so much to showcase.
And it doesn't even necessarily have to be academic or
Right.
related to sports.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully this show really becomes a place where, like, somebody maybe can ride a unicycle. We'll have them on and show off their cool talents.
I will be
So,
tuned in.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you so much again for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, folks.
So thanks for joining us on our second episode of the season here. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you know when we put out new stuff. So yeah, well, that's our show. Thank you so much again to Mrs. Flockhart, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Day Show. Yeah. Come on out, guys. Come on. Come on, producer.